We are thinking and feeling that despite putting best efforts into work and relationship, fix you are your responsibility. Self is often associated with possessions, affiliations, social roles, body image, memories, feelings, emotions, goals, values and beliefs. Sometimes we don't know, but yes, we are evolving and changing on day-to-day basis. This is the time to look inward. Hey guys, Iram Irshad here. Thank you very much for watching this video already. As a student of life, human behavior has always been my area of inquiry. I'm doing my PhD in positive psychology and leadership, and my research areas are optimism, happiness, life satisfaction, and overall well-being. I'm so thrilled to be here. It's lovely talking to you all. And why did I pick up this topic of self-awareness? Well, I believe that 70% of our challenges in the modern world are related to this particular topic of self-awareness. Our choices related to business, money, accomplishment, relationships, all boils down to self-knowledge. When I do not have the answer to this fundamental question of what I want in life, our life often lacks clarity. Sometimes we do have an answer, but from a very shallow perspective or without deep understanding of our inner self. When we look at this particular surface knowledge of self and we make our choices based on that surface knowledge, our choices often fails to satisfy us for a longer sustained period of time. So if we are thinking and feeling that despite putting best efforts into work and relationship, we are still not able to get the intended results, this is the time to look inward. It's kind of a wake-up call for you that you've got to take it for your own self. Let's move on to what is self-awareness. And before we speak about self-awareness, this compound noun, let's break it into smaller units to create better understanding of the word self-awareness. Self is often associated with possessions, affiliations, social roles, body image, memories, feelings, emotions, goals, values and beliefs. However, this is not all, rather it is just a stepping stone on which you walk to create your actual real authentic self. Self is way beyond ego identification. For me, self is a multi-layered composition of innumerable shades and faces that often create cloud or fog in front of our minds. If you look in more detail about yourself, I see it this way, that you dissect self into three cardinal districts like heart, mind and soul. And the self that comes out of heart is often feelings and emotion driven. And though there is a parallel school of thought which says that even heart has got mind of its own, but we generally consider heart as a center or house of emotions and feelings. The other self that comes out from your mind is mind-made self, which is the most complex and demanding besides being overbearing. This self is like containing multiple traits like rage, envy, jealousy, pride and such like. And the final self that comes out of our spirit and soul is based all on the invisible fields of this cosmos, and traits and qualities like kindness, empathy, joy that stems out of this spiritual dimension of ourselves. The good news is that we all have got these shades and faces within our personalities, but because of our life experiences, some of our spiritual shades are overshadowed by mind-made self, and we believe that our identity is more attached to this mind-made self. We'll talk about more about shadow self and authentic self in our upcoming videos, but for now let's move on to the other dimension of this self-awareness, which is awareness. For me, awareness is consciousness, or is equal to consciousness. And what is consciousness? Consciousness is an applied understanding of one's positive and negative qualities of oneself with complete acceptance and acknowledgement. And it is an ability to be conscious not only about your strengths but weaknesses also, to create a bigger, better self. So guys, we are living in that autopilot kind of living where everything, you know, is so automatic and robotic that we avoid making deliberate choices. And to avoid this hassle of making conscious choices on our day-to-day affairs, we resort to habits and repetition patterns just to create more complacency in our lives. Now, the best part of this autopilot living is that you extract ease, and that ease is basically you are extracting at the cost of your own brilliance. So consciousness and awareness enables you to actually see and understand the dichotomy present between your inner and outer self in equal proportions to make one the complete self. So I think that self-awareness is basically understanding all sides which you are denying that they ever existed, and whatever you recognize as yourself, it's basically challenging them also. So moving on to the third section of our video for today is that when to start this self-discovery. For me, I think there is no right and wrong time to, you know, get into this self-discovery journey, but sooner is better, or I may say that we are already on the path of knowing ourselves. Sometimes we are aware of the changes that are coming in our ways, or sometimes we don't know, but yes, we are evolving and changing on day-to-day basis. So if I'm talking to 18 plus or I'm talking to a person who is 18 plus, you are your responsibility now. Stop blaming your parents, your system, your society, your circumstances. Own you. You take full responsibility of all the behaviors that you are having, and if these behaviors are not serving you, your value system or your goals, you can easily, conveniently grow out of it. Fix you. You are your responsibility, and you need to get to that serious work as early as possible. Now, how would you fix yourself? I think the very first step would be this, that you start measuring your thought patterns and your behaviors, that if the same behaviors are producing the repetitive outcome which is not in alignment with your goals and purposes, yes, that's the point where you need to work on. And if you are seeing yourself that if I need to know more about myself, I need to spend some time with myself. Yes, you've got to take yourself on date and try understanding that what are the things that you are still not aware about yourself. I would suggest that you treat yourself as your friend and show the same amount of curiosity and excitement when you are are meeting your loved ones and you show it to your loved ones that yes, I'm so excited to meet my friend. Listen to yourself with the same openness and trust and without judgment that you provide to your friends, and the unconditional love and affection and trust that we provide to our loved ones around us, I think we should first give the same amount of compassion to ourselves, because all these shades that you are denying would not allow you to be make one. Complete self would never be possible if you are denying certain shadow images. So when you provide certain environment to yourself where all your shades and faces can, you know, speak to you, come out, and they can make you understand you, I think that's your journey or first step towards knowing yourself. So it's very interesting. I'm so excited to talk more about self-awareness, but I think for now we should stop here. I'm so very happy and I'm grateful that you have seen this video. Keep watching Iram at Life to learn how to know yourself and to get latest updates on the work that I'm doing. Along with this, I would suggest on the subject of life, stay posted with Iram. Always rise and shine. Thank you very much.